The Mavs go at it here at American Airlines Center. Butler, Chandler, and Dirk. Diggler, Nowitzki up front. Deshaun Stevenson alongside Jason Kidd. That is a veteran backcourt right there. As for your Miami Heat, you know what? Big Z in the middle. Bosh and James alongside. And in the backcourt, Dwayne Wade. And number 8, Carlos Arroyo.
And Sean Wright, and on this big game NBA Saturday, glad you're with us. Off we go on another Miami Heat NBA adventure. Coach, it's all about defense and rebounding, enabling Miami to get into what they would like, and that is an up-paced, fast-break game.
No doubt, both teams played last night, but you look for both teams to have a lot of energy.
Arroyo has had a red-hot shooting hand recently. Matter of fact, over the last 4 games, he's been Miami's best perimeter shooter. And he starts off with a wing knockdown. Coach Clickers in NBA history, Jason Kidd. Kidd, in his 17th season, had his shot blocked by Ilgauskas.
Yeah, it might have been a pass. I was looking inside.
Nice pass by LeBron. And Nowitzki commits the game's first foul, challenging Chris Bosh. And Big Z, thank you. And you're right, he passed the ball all season long. Homecoming, he's from Dallas, Texas. Went to Lincoln for the final 43.5 minutes of that 48-minute game. Nowitzki over Big Z, and it popped out. Tyson Chandler underneath.
One of the great offensive rebounders the last few years.
He'd have to shore up. They've been out-rebounded in each of their last 4 games. Bosh from the baseline. Got it. Chris Bosh with the Heat's last 4. LeBron guarding Karan. Nowitzki, easy look over Arroyo, and another offensive rebound for Chandler, and a foul on Ilgauskas. That is a tough matchup for Eric Dampier, Eduardo Nahara, and Matt Carroll, number 19 in shot blocks. And Chandler bounces home offensively. Stevenson with time to think about the 3 and then miss it, and Ilgauskas has his hands full with Tyson Chandler, setter, and a relentless attacker of rebounds.
Very live body. Zydrunas at 6'5" doesn't, I mean, at 35 doesn't jump as well as he used to, and so he gets out of position sometimes.
Chris Bosh able to take it away from Nowitzki. Arroyo's 20-footer, bullseye. Carlos Arroyo, the best three-point shooter in the league in terms of percentage. Arroyo making 65% of his threes.
Yeah, they heard you right, Eric. He leads the league in three-point shooting.
That caught us all by surprise. Here's LeBron. Got the foul, and we'll head to the free throw line, and that's what.
So you want to get the ball up the floor before they set up.
Second Oklahoma City, they take 30 free throws a game. Shot clock at 6 for Caron Butler, former #1 pick of the Heat. Stevenson had his shot blocked by Dwayne Wade, his 16th block of the year. Arroyo for LeBron. And the alley-oop went awry, and here comes Kidd of the Mavericks on the run.
It looked like LeBron should have caught that, Eric.
Tyson Chandler, he's got all 7 points for Dallas. Nowitzki against Joel Anthony. And Dirk able to make a very makeable shot. His first knockdown on his
baseline.
Last 4 points to the Mavericks, so 1-point lead for the Heat. And LeBron throwing it away to Jason Kidd. Kidd uses his brakes and finds Nowitzki. Loose ball, Chandler gets it. Chandler scores it. He has dominated the first 6 minutes of this game.
And then give up the offensive rebound to Dallas.
6 unanswered points for the Mavericks, and Tyson Chandler now 4 of 4 shooting, 9 points and 6 boards. Bosh, 1-point lead for Miami. Here's Nowitzki, 16-footer right there. Chandler and Nowitzki with all 13 of Dallas's points. Bosh open from the elbow. Kaboom. Chris Bosh has it dialed in. Tyson Chandler was the #2 pick by the Chicago Bulls back in the 01 draft, just after the Wizards selected Kwame Brown. Chandler in his 10th season. Nowitzki. Oh, brother. He is on fire. He has played outstanding fourth-quarter defense against Kevin Durant and Manu Ginobili. Turnover against Miami is their 3rd here in the quarter. Pulls up his 7th rebound. Mavericks ahead by 1. Underneath, that's Marion. He flipped it home off the dish from Jason Terry. Mavericks up by 3. And so far, LeBron James and Dwayne Wade just 2 combined points. Wade off glass. And Dwayne gets his first score of the game.
Consistent with that call all season long.
D-Wade turning his back on Jason Kidd. Nice pass for the cutting Bosh. That's teamwork with a capital T.
What happens is
Chris Bosh, 10 points quickly, his 16th consecutive double-figure game. Miami back in front, not for long. Sean Marion, coach, very different from Caron Butler.
you don't have a shoot-around in the back-to-back, so it's tough to prepare in a hotel room.
Brendan Haywood into the ball game for Dallas, replacing Tyson Chandler in Miami. Jason Kidd and Jason Terry in the Dallas backcourt. There's a steal by LeBron. He's got Wade trailing, and Caron Butler picks up his second foul. Again,
rules this year, if they're not sure about clear path to the basket, they're able to look at the video. I don't think it was clear path, but Caron had the angle ahead of him on a play like this. You can see it. He got fouled there. At best, they're even, so there was no, I don't believe there was a clear path to the basket foul.
Good break for Miami. And that one bounced. 2 minutes left in this first quarter. Jason Terry defending LeBron James in the Juwan Howard. Back out for an Eddie House 3. Kaboom. And that is good news for Miami on the floor, and that includes 2 of 12 from 3. So for him to hit his first is a welcome sign.
Dallas clogged the middle on Juwan Howard, and that got House wide open. And there's Nowitzki at his best.
And again.
Might get an argument from Bob McAdoo on that last statement I made.
Loose ball picked up by Marion. That is the 5th Heat turnover this season, where he was part of a state championship team in 2002. Barea, good back up to Kidd. He got in for the scoop shot.
Changing the pace of his dribble, Eric throws.
Team in the FIBA World Championships this summer in Turkey. In and out, rebound, Juwan Howard. James Jones from the wing. Got it. Now James Jones and Eddie House both.
Hey, looks like they're staying in the 2-3 zone here.
James veering left, bumped by Barea and fouled by Jose Papa John's Heat family meal deal, which is available for the Heat.
Way back in the game.
LeBron averaging 23. And the up 2. Final 10 seconds of the first quarter. Barea from the top, down the lane. Came up short. The tip rimming out. And we get a foul.
When the shot went up, they're not in a position to rebound, and now you're
important player in Dallas. He was knowledgeable, tough, and experienced, and he also said he has been in a lot of big games. James Jones with a deflection. The Heat come up with a steal.
Such great length and wingspan in that zone.
Bosh against Brendan Haywood. Yep, Chris Bosh with a nice first half. He's even at 28. 2.5 minutes in, second quarter. Marion by himself. And a shooter's touch for Sean Marion. Very quickly, Marion has 10 points off the bench on
some of the starters, so it's not who starts the game for the young people out there, it's who finishes.
Mario Chalmers way off. He has not found his range yet. Just 3 for 13 on the season. Barea got by Chalmers. Nobody there to help. And again, point guard penetration for the opposition.
Presented the best interest for him, not just as a player, but as a person, Eric and Tony.
Yeah, Chris Bosh coming home and so far playing well with 12 points. Foul upcoming here, taking advantage of just a bit.
Yeah, 14-5 so far. He constantly, every night, by the other team's
own division, 2 games behind the Spurs and a game behind the New Orleans Hornets. The Spurs are 5th in the West as Wade drives in. They're just behind Utah. Foul. Haywood did not play last night. D-Wade getting 1 of 2 in. Shot clock down to 5. Marion short. And the rebound claimed by Wade, and here they come. Down the middle, pass Kidd for 2.
Wade makes that look so easy, Eric. D-Wade one-on-one, goes right by his man and does a reverse layup.
And Wade comes away with a steal.
Chalmers knocked it away on the baseline with Barea trying to go on the dribble.
And off the iron, batted out to James Jones. Fresh shot clock for the Heat. Jones for 3. Kaboom. James Jones, who had made just one three-pointer.
The big guy inside for Chandler, the big guy inside for Dallas to get that last rebound, tap it out, and he got 3 points for it.
And the Heat are ahead by 4. They've scored 8 unanswered points. And Bosch makes it 10 in a row for Miami.
Wade hurt his hand.
Wade is holding his right hand. It looks like his right thumb. 7 on the shot clock for Nowitzki. Bosch digging in defensively. Forced a tough shot, but Nowitzki has made a bundle of them in his lifetime. 11 points for Dirk. And Pierre, Bosch, Wade, Chalmers, and James Jones. Kidd for 3. First points tonight for Jason Kidd, only his second shot. And it's left first half. Mario Chalmers, he's already played 7 minutes in this quarter. LeBron in the lane, double pumping and using the window. And for LeBron, his first field goal tonight. Very similar to the way Mike Miller injured his thumb in a Heat practice earlier before the season began. Jason Terry on the run. Score, the Mavericks within 1. Nowitzki with a steal, the 7th Heat turnover. Terry from the wing.
Backdoor basket.
4.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Wade on the cut, had the ball stripped out of his hands. Kidd somehow saved that in. I don't know how he did that. Caron behind the Chandler screen. First score for Caron Butler. LeBron down the lane by Chandler, and no finish. Outlet almost taken by Wade, but here comes Kidd. Butler got past Chalmers and scores again. 4 in a row for the 9-year veteran out of Connecticut, Caron Butler. Mavericks have answered the Heat's 10-0 run with an 11-3 answer. And Wade misses the turnaround jumper. Chandler saved it in, but LeBron knocked it out and saved a fast break. Terry on the baseline drive. Bosch with a block, but his second foul. Hot seconds with Jax. Jax will also interview Heat assistant coach. Three minutes to go in the first half. And the defense so far against LeBron and Dwayne has been very good. LeBron James, his second field goal. They both come in this quarter. He has 9. Jason Kidd let it slip out of his hands, and here comes Wade. Doesn't have numbers. Finds LeBron underneath, and somehow those two took on the Mavericks and scored.
Dwayne.
11 points for LeBron. 4th assist for Wade. Miami down 1. Terry down the lane. Jammed in by Sean Marion.
There it is again, Eric.
Points from Marion. The Mavericks with 22 points in the paint. Wade pitching. Z's open. James on the offensive board. The basket and the foul. Biggest lead has been 5. And 3 on the shot clock. Wade splitting the D, but missing the dunk. Terry racing quickly all the way for 2. That's why they call him the Jet.
Another 4-point play to the Heat.
And also scored 19 points against the Thunder. 8 to shoot. Marion's runner right there.
That's what he does, Eric. Catch it, score on the run.
Wade looking for LeBron and got it to him at the foul line. Attacks, and Tyson Chandler called for the foul.
With it, but he did draw the foul. Watch this again. LeBron will go up, use the left hand. You can see that he did go after the block, but LeBron got the foul.
And LeBron will go to the line. LeBron James 15, make it 16 first. Hope you enjoyed an even first half here in Dallas. Tyson Chandler was effective, especially in the first quarter. 9 points, 9 first half rebounds. He was a monster on the offensive glass. For Miami, Chris Bosh, he scored 10 of his 12 points in the first quarter. And Sean Marion, he owned the second quarter. 8 of his 14 came in that period. Chandler averaging 8.5 rebounds a game this year for the Mavs. He got free from Ilgauskas on a high pick and roll. You think J12. Lob for LeBron. Does not finish it. And again, the Heat trying to make a spectacular play, and they're unsuccessful. And Ilgauskas picks up his third foul. San Antonio, a decisive 9-0 run late in the fourth quarter. 8.
They've made 2 threes.
Wade behind the big Z screen comes up short. Kidd, quick hit ahead for Nowitzki. He's going to win that race. Nowitzki did get pressure from Dwayne Wade, who hustled back in. The baseline jump shot. That's a 12th rebound for Chandler. Nowitzki. That's now 8 straight points to open the third quarter for Dallas. And the Heat are down by 10 now. 5 on the shot clock. LeBron from way outside. And coach, right now the Heat seem to be settling for jump shots.
And it's leading the baskets at the other end for Dallas.
Into the corner, Arroyo for 3. In and out. And the rebound of Butler. The Heat are now 0 for 10 to open up the third quarter.
And many times the Heat are getting good shots at the basket. They're not falling.
Look, Caron Butler from downtown, and the Mavericks have blown the barn.
And, you know, one of the things you could tell with him, even though he says he's not, because he brought it up, the fact that the Heat won the championship in 2006 still.
While the Mavericks were running off 13 unanswered points. Caron Butler, and we get a whistle before that shot. And a defensive 3-second violation free throw tonight. Each just over 26 points a game. Kobe Bryant and Carmelo Anthony round out the top 5 scorers this year in the NBA so far. Arroyo leading a 3-on-3 break, finds Bosh, and Nowitzki with a foul. For a prize package that contains an autographed photograph of Dwayne Wade. In addition, shipping on all MiamiHoopsGear.com orders on Bosh now has 18 points. He had 18 last night in the win over Philadelphia. But the Heat dug themselves a 15-point hole early in this quarter. And Deshaun Stevenson, quarter for the Mavericks. They scored the first 13 points. Nowitzki had it blocked from behind by Joel Anthony. Anthony's first block of the game. Arroyo from Wade. Yep. Carlos making the most of his open shots. He just picked up his 5th assist. He got to dig their way back on this end of the floor. Butler for 3. Caron Butler, 4th turnover charged to LeBron tonight.
Actually, that should have been Bosh's. He set the screen and then didn't move.
Chandler underneath. And a timeout for Miami. And the rebound bounces right back to Carlos. Wade fakes the 3, gets past Stevenson and scoops it in. He had to do a lot of work for that. 9 points for Dwayne.
On that play.
4:15 left, third period. Wade penetrating. Marion knocking it away. And Miami turning it over.
Ron Butler likes that step back shot, and LeBron stayed with him.
Jason Kidd. And the rebound pulled down by Bosh. That's his 7th. Arroyo for the driving Wade, and he'll go to the free throw line. 4% on the season, but he struggled to make shots. Terry weaving inside. Long rebound to Sean Marion. Fresh shot clock for Dallas now. Kidd finds Chandler inside, and Joel Anthony taking his 2nd foul.
Which may be another 5 years. he's playing at a
double-double of the season. A 7'1" player from Kidd. Wade drives on Kidd. Ball deflected by Kidd. And Caron Butler knocked it out. The Mavericks really getting after it, coach, defensively. 2002 with the Detroit Pistons. Wade got a bump and no call. And a rebound to Jason Kidd. Wade now 3 for 10 from the floor. Caron on the turn.
You play man-to-man on the guy in your area, and then you push him to the next guy in the zone.
LeBron missed the 3, gets it right back. Collides with Tyson Chandler, and a blocking foul on 13 and 3. Hornets 12 and 3.
And at both ends of the floor since the second half started.
We're here in the second half. Jason Terry past the front line of the defense. Joel Anthony comes up with a block shot. For Anthony, his 2nd block tonight. And LeBron James was fouled. 100 in their last 5, averaging just 92 points a game. LeBron in a night for Dallas. Worst quarter of the game for Miami. Nowitzki from the win. Dallas making it.
In the man-to-man, Dallas. Nowitzki okay, just switched off. Nowitzki was guarding James for a second.
And Nowitzki with the foul. Tonight, the Heat duo has 31 seasons in the NBA since his stellar career.
Go, go, go.
Nowitzki with a shot clock at 10, 2 defenders on him. Barea with 4 to shoot, and Terry was fouled. To a big lead. They started the quarter on a 17 to Jason Terry, 7 points, 4 assists in the game, and 4 for 4. Mavericks by 15. Final 10 seconds here of the third quarter. LeBron drives on Haywood and draws the foul. In a loss to the Celtics, he went 17 for 22 that night. Tonight, LeBron James has played over 40 minutes, by the way, 37 minutes a game this year. So it's a 14-point lead for Dallas, 21 points tonight for LeBron. He's the leading scorer in the game, but Jose Barea, before you could blink an eye, gets Dallas back on the board. 18 points, Jason Kidd has 10 assists, Tyson Chandler 14 points, 14 rebounds. For the Heat, LeBron James leading all scorers.
I mentioned this trend earlier, Eric, the Heat's bench against the opponent's bench. Tonight, Dallas bench has outscored the Heat bench 28 to 10.
Nice up and under move for Chris Bosh. Bosh, 7th time on the year Bosh reaches 20. He's done it on 8 for 16 shooting with 7 rebounds.
He's been very consistent scoring in recent games. He's also doing a much better job rebounding.
Goaltend on Miami. Kidd and especially Barea getting by the initial defense and creating problems.
Yeah, that was not goaltending right there. That ball didn't look like it touched the backboard, but Barea draws a foul, gets to the line. They counted it as goaltending 3-point. Joel Anthony got it before the ball hit the backboard. And it was interesting because the referee on this side of the court, not on the same side that the play happened, he called goaltending.
Dwayne Wade completing that drive. 13 points for Dwayne tonight. The Mavericks, Terry bouncing to the open Marion. Ball deflected out, but right to Terry, who shoots the 3 and hits. 11 for Terry. His first triple tonight is 52% from the floor in this game. They're up by 18, which matches their largest defensive 3-second violation on Jason Terry. James Jones in with 10:20 to go.
He'd actually got their free throws up to being the 12th best free throw shooting team in the league at 77%.
He turning it over for the 11th time. Miami Christian High School. And that resulted in the 2. Now have their largest lead of the game at 19. James Jones, a deep triple. It's good. James Jones, his second 3 of the night. Coach Mario Chalmers getting an extended look tonight. He's played 13 minutes.
Now they're trying to get him back in the mix.
Offensive foul on Dwayne Wade. Mahimi drew the charge tonight. Miami trails by 16. Barea again. Joel Anthony with his 3rd block shot of the game. Joel season high in blocks, 4 in the win at New Jersey. Bosh from the wing, way off. Rebound, Wade underneath. He put it in over the top of Nowitzki, and Dirk committed the foul. This afternoon, 31 to 7. In double figures, led by Dirk Nowitzki's 18 points. Dwayne Wade now with 7 rebounds, 5 assists. Dwayne also, unfortunately, has 6 turnovers. He's still battling though. Hasn't been pretty, but Wade is, we'll call it a winning move.
Looks like the own
South Florida, that's a tough one, especially at home. Just under 8 minutes left. Barea. Oh, Tony, he showed you great quickness and even better patience.
Change of pace. Everybody, then he went forward again and laid it in.
Jose Barea with 13.7 here in the 4th quarter. Bosh 22 feet away. Bullseye. Bottoms up for Chris Bosh.
Back in the game.
With Mario Chalmers, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, and Joel Anthony. Wade drives, reversing it in over Tyson Chandler. Dwayne Wade now has 17 points. Chalmers and Bosh pressuring the ball.
We know the Heat are capable of playing good defense. So we've seen it at times. Just got to be more consistent with it.
Here's Bosh. Chalmers got leveled by Jason Terry as he passed the ball, and Chalmers still down. Jason Terry picking up that foul. Let's take another look at that.
He's got 2 teammates ahead of him. The referees are going to now discuss whether this should be a clear path to the basket foul, because he had two teammates ahead of him but no defender. See right there, you got two guys.
Way to Carlos Arroyo a year ago. Game last year, game 5 in Boston. He scored 20 in that play. Probing and waiting for Mario to regain his form.
Yeah, the Heat are down 10. Plenty of time on the clock. They go to the zone, and Wade uses the screen by Bosch, and the Heat have it.
And the Heat are in business. LeBron drives by Kidd, by Nowitzki, but Tyson Chandler comes up with his third block. Here's Terry the other end. Short, and Chalmers has the rebound.
And that's not a good shot by Terry.
LeBron saving that pass inbounds. Gets it back from Bosch, and scores. LeBron James getting his first points of the fourth quarter. 4:43 remaining in the game. Miami within 6. Bosch with a reach in, and Bosch picks up his 5th foul.
The discussion.
22 points, 8 rebounds for Bosch, and he sits down. Nowitzki turning on Joel Anthony. First points of the fourth quarter for Dirk. He's got 20 points for Dallas.
That's their go-to play, Eric. You have a small, a guard, screen down on Nowitzki, so if you switch, you got a 7-footer going against the guard.
Chalmers for 3. Kaboom! Mario Chalmers with his...
Giving Kansas a chance to win in overtime.
Just the 4th 3 tonight for the Heat. Now they need a stop with 7 seconds left on the 24-second clock. And Nowitzki was fouled by Chalmers. Battle foul. Greer with 40 points or more. And Nowitzki.
Now they're staying at 2-3 matchup zone.
Wade driving in and threw it away. His 7th turnover of the game. 38 remaining. Nowitzki into the corner. LeBron over to help.
Tough matchup there with Joel trying to guard Nowitzki on the wing.
Huge shot for Caron Butler
to get it done.
Miami has to be perfect for the final 3:20 to win this game. Wade drew the foul on Tyson Chandler. Any participating Kia retailer in Dade, Broward, or Monroe counters, official vehicle of the Miami Heat. Wade for LeBron. Drives by Butler and hammers down Tyson Chandler. An offensive foul on LeBron James, and that was a heavy collision. And now with 8 rebounds.
You need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here.
There's the 20-footer. It's good. Dwayne Wade has come to life here in the fourth quarter. 4 here would make it a lot more interesting. 10 on the shot clock. Wade for 3.
Short. Shot it flat.
Dwayne Wade has really struggled from downtown. 1 for 21 over the last 8. Nowitzki missing the 3. Butler with the offensive rebound. Chandler missing the tip twice. And LeBron James with his 8th rebound. And the door is still open for Miami.
Now the Heat dodged 3 bullets right there.
Chalmers for LeBron. His 3. Way off. Nowitzki with a rebound. Miami just...
LeBron was trying to hit a home run right there.
Home crowd on their feet here in Dallas. 7 on the shot clock. Caron Butler. He got a step on LeBron James and sticks a dagger into the Heat's heart. 21 regular season games against the Miami Heat.
And how about they had 4 games in 5 nights.
Spurs are 13-2. It's quite a division, the Southwest. LeBron back to James Jones. LeBron James only 1 field goal in the second half. James tonight 5 points, 9 boards, 5 assists. But those 7 costly turnovers. And a 30-17 games. Next 2 are at home. Washington Monday, Detroit on Wednesday. That's a 3 for Chalmers. If you're looking for a silver lining tonight, maybe the fourth quarter play of Mario Chalmers, who scored all 8 of his points in the chemistry and other issues that are cropping up.
One thing you like, you'd rather it be sooner than later.
Jason Terry now has 13. Despite making only 3 of his 12 shots from the field. LeBron? No. Rebound, Nowitzki. Well, and coach, there's something that is eluding Miami winning against quality teams, especially here on the road. They had the opportunity. They did not capitalize. The third quarter killed the Heat. They were down by 19 early in the fourth. They did creep to within 5, but Dallas slammed the door shut, and the Mavericks